In the world where a number of nations have emerged in terms of economic transformation, the African continent is acting as a magnet, pulling these nations in terms of strategic alliances, cooperations, and institutions to come and perform various duties on the continent. Emerging economies around the world are developing their political and economic relations with African states in pursuit of a number of strategic goals. As the continent has all long been engaged with international fora and organizations, including the UN, the African Union, the Commonwealth, l'Organisation Internationale de la Francophonie, and the Comunidade dos Países de Língua Portuguesa, new alliances are rising rapidly which are taking over previous ones. As certain Middle Eastern countries, particularly Gulf nations like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, had for a while been providing significant aid and loans to African countries, often channeled through development funds and organizations, focusing on infrastructure projects, education, healthcare, and humanitarian assistance during crises. New nations from the region are coming in, with a goal to foster economic growth and stability in Africa, while also securing strategic partnerships. Ever since President Ibrahim Traore's rise into power and simultaneously expelling the West, creating a minimized vacuum of receiving aid and cooperation with Western international organizations looking for new strategic and emerging alliances, has been a major focus by the captain. This rising Middle East and Gulf ally Africa is giving Burkina Faso tears of joy, with the programs it is setting up in millions of dollars with this Sahel country of West Africa. Just of recent, Burkina Faso secured a US $20 million loan from the Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development, KFAED, as part of the government's efforts to promote agricultural irrigation. Announced by the Ministry of Economy and Finance, this funding is earmarked for developing 2,000 hectares of irrigated land in Sono and Kuri regions within Kossi province. The project aims to produce 40,000 tons of crops annually, including staples like rice and maize, as well as vegetables such as onions, tomatoes, and green beans, and fruits like bananas. The total investment for this initiative is estimated at $59 million. Beyond boosting crop yields, the project is expected to generate approximately 8,000 direct jobs for youth and women, along with numerous indirect employment opportunities. This development is part of a broader effort to strengthen agricultural irrigation in the country. On February 12th, the Council of Ministers approved a $144 million financing agreement with the International Development Association, IDA, to support the Burkina Faso water security project over 6 years. Additionally, in January, the West Africa Food System Resilience Programme, PRSABF, announced plans to invest over $23.6 million in 2025 for projects focused on expanding irrigated areas, lowlands, and market gardens. Historically, Burkina Faso's agriculture has been predominantly rain-fed, making it vulnerable to climatic challenges like droughts. Enhancing irrigation infrastructure is crucial for improving food security and resilience against climate change. Despite having over 233,500 hectares of potential irrigable land suitable for rice cultivation, official data indicates that less than 5% is currently developed. However, the country has ramped up initiatives to boost local production and halt imports. For the 2024-2025 marketing year, Burkina Faso anticipates a record cereal harvest, with production forecast to reach over 6 million tons. This represents an 18% increase compared to the previous year's yield of 5.1 million tons, and a 21.4% rise above the 5-year average. The announcement was made on December 5th by the Ministry of Agriculture during a Council of Ministers meeting. The growth is attributed to favorable climatic conditions, with cumulative rainfall from April to October exceeding normal levels across much of the country. However, localized deficits in some areas due to extreme weather underline the challenges of climate variability, hence the shift to irrigation is timely. The Kuwait Fund has a long-standing partnership with Burkina Faso, having provided 18 loans totaling approximately $215.2 million across various sectors. This irrigation initiative is going to assist farmers in Burkina Faso because irrigation helps plants grow and increases crop yields. It is also going to help farmers grow more diverse crops, which can improve their income. Agriculture is an essential sector in Burkina Faso, providing food, employment, and income for thousands of people in the country. However, the sector is facing numerous challenges, including limited access to water, unreliable rainfall patterns, and climate change, among others. Irrigation systems play a critical role in addressing these challenges and improving agricultural productivity and food security. One of the most significant advantages of irrigation systems in African agriculture is their ability to provide a reliable and consistent water supply. Like in Burkina Faso, many African countries, rainfall patterns are erratic and unpredictable, making rain-fed agriculture unreliable. Irrigation systems can help farmers overcome this challenge by providing a consistent supply of water for their crops. This can help farmers produce crops throughout the year, regardless of the rainfall patterns. Africa's food self-sufficiency has been declining since the 1960s. Despite having 60% of the world's arable land, Africa only produces 10% of the world's agricultural output. Africa, with its vast agricultural resources and untapped potential, holds the key to overcoming food security challenges and achieving self-sufficiency. Leaders like, for this case, President Ibrahim Traore know this exactly. That is why he is putting emphasis on more efficient, modernized agricultural sector of Burkina Faso. The captain knows that Burkina Faso possesses an immense capacity to feed itself and even become a major player in global food markets. President Ibrahim Traore is concerned about heavy reliance on imports, which creates a sense of vulnerability and dependency that hinders Burkina Faso's progress towards self-sufficiency and economic prosperity.